This is Radio Now 95.3 FM. Come for the news, stay for informed conversations.
The Independent National Electoral Commission INEC has assured the people of Edo State of its readiness for the forthcoming gubernatorial elections in the state, which happen in 9 days. This assurance was given on Tuesday when the chairman of INEC, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, visited the state to assess the level of preparedness and observe the mock accreditation for the elections. With 17 political parties contesting in the governorship elections, the stage is set to decide who helms Edo State over the next 4 years. Joining us this morning is journalist and public affairs commentator Tony Abolo. Mr. Abolo, good morning and thank you for joining us on the conversation.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning. Can you give us an overview of the state of affairs in Edo State as we count down towards the 21st of September?
Well, in an overview, the thing to add is that apart from the fact that a few smaller little parties have decided to collapse their structures as they claim and met with the APC, I don't think anybody, there have been a few like Labour Party and a few people some of the Labour Party members have collapsed and then said they want to join the PDP. Other than that, everybody is in a state of readiness, and we've never had it so anxious. We've never had it so unnerving, and so much trepidation about what is going to happen. It's never been this scary, I must confess. Well, by and large, yes, there is the normal atmosphere of getting to election mood and worrying who's going to win, who's not going to win. But this time the contention is so high, especially between the three political major contenders, APC, PDP, and Labour. So other than that, I think everybody just get towards it.
You know, Mr. Obolo, the smaller parties that have collapsed their structures is all well and fine, but per the Electoral Act, the list of candidates has already been published, so it seems like it's a little too late. The ballot will still carry 17 candidates. Are they doing enough, or do you, from whatever their strategy is, do you think that it will be enough to actually encourage their supporters to vote for whoever they have backed?
I perfectly understand. Incidentally, I was just even reading this morning, the NRM still went to court to establish that they were to be on the ballot, and therefore the number has increased from 17 to 18. Although I do know that my friend Dr. Aikoriogie, who is Dennis Aikoriogie, who said he was collapsing into APC, his party is still listed. So there could be people who will still feel that they believe in him and they may want to vote for him. So I don't know whether they have done enough to make their members move into the new parties. Because the thing is this, the mood of the country, by and large, is also affecting us in Edo State. The people are feeling that, the country is being badly run, the country is collapsing, the economy is in bad shape, people are suffering, people are hungry. So their determination is not going to be by the leaders of those little political parties or even the major parties, because people have made up their mind where they want to be. Some of it is, there's a little ethnicity, no doubt about it, like the movement by what they call the Benin Nation. They say, they should get the governor to apologize to the Emperor of Benin because he has desecrated the revered throne, and therefore, whether it is politically engineered, I don't know, but at least they have their own inner feelings, and so nothing is going to move them other than where they want to be. Then there are people who are in the Edo Central who definitely feel that this is a turn of the ASAN, that's Edo Central. And then there is the Edo North, which says to itself, there used to be allegiance to Shomole, but I think it's so split and divided and made even worse by some of the killings and shootings and altercations that have happened in Edo North, and the fact that the deputy governor of Edo State even if it's not, we've not established the legality or otherwise, but at least the deputy governor of Edo State is coming from Akoko Edo. Therefore, they would like to also assert their position. And so people are split, and I don't think people are going to move because of somebody collapsing the structure or not. Therefore, people are hell-bent on making up their mind, or they have made up their mind, and they want to vote where they want to vote. At least I can speak for myself and speak for a few others.
Right. So we do know that the palace speaks very definitively about things in Edo State. What's been the view of the palace, especially as regards the claims that you've mentioned by the Benin Nation?
Well, the Benin Nation is just, I call it an agitation of those who feel Beninness and feel the allegiance towards the palace. But the palace has not made any statement for or against the movement that is the swirling around, or whether there's any issue between him, the Oba, and the governor of the state. Instead, what we have heard from the palace is that there is a little rite or ceremony that they want to do to prevent any untoward actions in Edo State, that the election should be peaceful. So in their own indigenous, traditional, and African spirituality, would like to do something that should prevent any fracas, any mayhem, any evil things happening around the elections. Therefore, we can take it officially that for the palace, it is they deciding that this should be peaceful. They have not said they are on this side or the other side. So nobody, again, people are also saying, why should you drag the palace into politics? And let's face it, despite what you regard as Benin Nation, before anybody misinterprets the entire mood, I can tell you for sure that there are Beninese who themselves are saying it is not those who are the attempt by APC to shift people and use the Benin Nation agitation or the palace issues to drag people into their party. Rather, people that are Beninese who rather say, oh, I will belong to what other party I want to belong to. Some are ardent PDP members, and therefore they will be the PDP. And they're not even afraid or faced by whatever is happening at all, by whatever is the agitation from Benin Nation.
Mr. Abolo, thank you very much for your time on the conversation this morning. Tony Abolo is a public affairs commentator and based in Edo State. He joined us this morning to speak on the Edo State elections, which are in 9 days, giving an overview of the preparedness of the state to go to the polls and elect a new governor. You're still on to Radio Now 95.3 FM Lagos. We urge you to stay tuned. In a few short moments, we'll be keeping up with the National Assembly in conjunction with other paper. Good morning.
This is Radio Now 95.3 FM. Come for the news, stay for informed conversations.